Good morning. Oh, good morning. Um, Yesterday was flat out hell, man. Went over my crackhead uncle house. Crackhead flat out. Went there and went to I think it's Pilot or whatever. Another. Uh, Put it this way. I showed some things I couldn't believe. Went down there. I looked like I was followed. It looked like I was followed all the way to right down right down the street to a place where I got the bike at. Rented a bike. I got 2 months. 2 months to ride the bike up and down the street. So I can rent a bike. For 2 months. So try to rent a bike. At it was night. It was raining. Seeing somebody on there just no, nobody would be out this late at night. It was a flat out. It was followed, set up, and everything. And I was just harassed the whole time. Looked like it was a setup for with my uncle. He's got very, very, very scrupulous. He's very scrupulous. Uh, he's a crackhead for real. I think it was like a setup for robbery or whatever. But anyway, I don't have much, but could be. But anyway, it was a terrible night. Uh, I know what I have to do. I have to buy a lot of stuff coming this month. I got to. I got to buy stuff for me. Uh, so mm, the hold me over for another month. Gotta get gotta get some things. I don't want to eat at these places. Gotta get that. I already know what I have to get. There's a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to, set up. I should be running down here, running back down there and pick up my ID. The ID should have came. Only take 3 days. So pick up my ID and pick up a couple of things. Go check out the mailbox. I gotta get me the mailbox. It's mandatory. So hey man, tell me, my travels in Birmingham is this is a crackhead city for real, full of crackheads, man. And I just see things. I know I'm better. I know 100% I'm better at everything than some of these counselors. I can do everything they can do and better. I can set up contacts and everything. I can, talk to the client. I've worked at a shelter. Can talk to the clients, chicky chicky boom boom, all that. Talk to them and find out what they need, what they, what they need, what they need immediately, and what they should do. Like what I call bull crap. Bullcrap. What these people trying to your immediate whatever goals or whatever shouldn't even be that. Shouldn't even be that. The immediate thing these people need is shelter. Shelter first. Get that. Any documentation they need, get that for them. If they need assistance paying for it, that's what they need. Get that. And other than that, feed and feed these guys and shelter them for the emergency shelter overnight. That's it, man. Other things they need a system with. I see a problem with over counseling. These people supposed to be out there looking with the ability to be mobile and go to the places they need to go to, like Secretary of State. I mean, where I was at, it was more convenient. The shelter was more convenient to these people. They can go down the street to the Secretary of State to get their license or whatever. It's right down the street. If they need the Social Security, it's right down the street. Other than that, if they're looking for a job, that's what what I call supervisor. It really is the head supervisor supposed to be getting the resources, donating stuff. Because I seen in my community, the Latino community, Southwest Solutions, and other things. They don't. They looking for corporations to donate money to them. They don't go out and do fundraisers or whatever. Seen that? I seen a little thing what these this other little group did. They went out on put it this way. I put that mom and pop. I put that little parent thing. Go out there and open up a lemonade stand. That's the perfect example. What these people did. Open up a lemonade stand and did a little fundraiser. Like you want to save up to get you a little toy. That's what they did, and it worked great. I see some of that stuff. The supervisors, or I call it the social worker supervisor, don't look for corporations. They don't do fundraisers. They don't do other things. This little corporation just, I mean, this little group just did a little fundraiser, made enough money to take care of these people they need to take care of. They could be doing that because Software Solutions was looking like, General Mills. They was getting, donated from General Mills and other places. So they was looking at corporations that, donate money. They didn't do no fundraisers or whatever. But I like that they did. It's a little different from the African American community. They just do for corporations. uh, the Latino community, the shops and whatever was donating food for the people, that come in and eat or whatever, and took care of that. They didn't have to worry about the whatever they was getting the food. They had food coming in all the time. That's why I like some of these organizations who's do other things than beg for money from corporations or other federal groups. They can go out and do fundraisers. If you got where you the area you're at, and you got some churches or whatever in the community, fundraise, make some of that money, man. Put some money in the coffers, in the treasury, man. Do some of that, man. And seen a lot of stuff, waste and stuff like that. That food that's already stored, have it there. P- Produce always go out first to be eaten. Produce is always to be eaten first. That's always. Try to get the produce out there and eaten before it rots. I see waste, they just hold the stuff and just let it rot for real. Uh, uh, Put that, especially in the black community, because I worked in the black oasis and seen food rotten. They take donated food or food they get from the government or whatever resources they get, the corporation, whatever. Produce supposed to be eaten first, not stored the time you want to do. That produce supposed to be eaten first, because like it's only oranges, bananas, and stuff like that. I see. Put it this way, I lived here, Birmingham, rotten bananas. Only these bananas is only good for banana pudding, not eating bananas. These bananas were so rotten. I mean, shouldn't be eaten. They only good for banana pudding and other food things to be made. Couldn't believe that, man. See a lot of waste, a lot of graft. What some people up north call graft. It's graft. We call that graft. A lot of access that people use or don't use to criticize people. Say we had a whole bunch of stuff and you just let it rot. It's like I put it the pack rat. These people don't want to give up don't want to give up the reins and let the food be eaten. They You're gonna get more produce supposed to be eaten first, regardless of anything. You can't waste products. You just throwing that stuff away and filling up the dumpster, and you know what? They have to pay for the dump. I mean, they had to pay for the dumpster. They had to pay for Detroit. You got to pay for the trash. I mean, the trash man come pick it up and dump it in the landfill. Why you don't eat the produce first and cut down on the cost of the, the trash pickup? How about one time out the week, not two times out the week? Because it's like two or three times out the week you just throwing away just produce. That's a lot of food being thrown away. So letting you know what's going on with these crackheads, for for real crackheads, and some my employees know you're a crackhead for real. If you let a whole bunch of produce get thrown away and a lot of food spoil because of mismanagement for real, seeing mismanagement. Couldn't believe I come up there. Hey, they're supposed to be eating first, man. Why you hold this stuff and always in the put it up way in the back in the dark? Put it way back there. It's supposed to be eaten first and everything. I can see you got a menu, but produce is always eaten first, for real. They perishable food. They supposed to be eaten first, for real. So I see if you got a menu. Have no problem with the menu. No, have no problem with the if you got a cook. I mean, Oasis had a cook, and they had a menu, and everybody let you know produce supposed to be eaten first. Once you cut down the produce, the trash pickup. I was like, you throwing out a whole bunch of stuff away and filling up that trash can, and you complaining about. I mean, it had to be empty two times or three times out the week. You can cut it out to one time out the week, and you won't have to pay the extra cost. Can't believe that stuff. But anyway, peace.